welcome everybody to another warm-up show with the hockey coach, Guru Coach, Frenchie directly for the Sunshine State in Florida. And we have to find the co-host from Toronto, Ontario, Mr. ENORTAP is in the house tonight.
Hello, Coach. Hello, Hockey Nation.
Great April 13, 2022, Wednesday, with only 3 games, Mr. ENORTAP. You feel like you are run out on the resort. After a night of 14 games, today is like, wow.
That's right.
I can go to the resort, to the spa and massage, and that's what happening to ENORTAP today. He take a time to relax and be ready for the three games. So we enjoyed that part for sure. I feel like you are like Yamo. Yamo, he the sauna, he go to gym, sauna, he takes some lemon, citron, whatever he takes, and then he's ready to rock and roll for the evening, to stay awake all night long. But welcome, Mr. Yamo Vartanen!
Hey, Yamo. Welcome.
He's back! Directly from Vegas, Mr. Danny Butterbean T, moderator of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Danny.
From Panama, directly from South America. Welcome back, a great member of the Hockey Nation Live Show with a lot of super chat. I'm talking about SASCHA SCHRADER.
Hey, Sasha. Welcome.
Panama, country of the monkey, Mr. ENORTAP. A lot of monkey over there. But
among other things.
Great monkeys. It's not a bad monkeys over there. It's a great monkeys about that one over there. You know, with this channel, we can travel all around the world, Mr. ENORTAP. Me, I'm going to be in Thailand. We have Yamo in Finland. We have Sasha in Panama. We have Michael CLOUTIER. He's in Dominican Republic. We have also, we didn't see him recently, but what's the guy from Brasilia? Hector, no. Pinheira or something like that is from Brazil.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, one from Brazil. We have Igor from Russia. And then we have also Luke from British Columbia. Everybody's from every,
Sweden.
You know what I mean? Like, I can do a tour, Hockey Nation Live Show for 2023, and I can go around, all around. I imagine I can go to Texas to get my big cookies over there and stay all the Hooters for a couple of nights. But that's another story. I can go to Kentucky to go to see Mr. Alan Vaillancourt, example. I'm telling you now, we can go all around the world.
Don't forget Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Story, man.
I go there during the summer, by the way, but that's another story. Mr. Alan Vaillancourt.
Hey, Alan.
Back in the house. By the way, Mr. ENORTAP, Alan is right now at the end of his preparation of the upcoming season bowling, pro bowling Kentucky. He starts May 2nd, so I can wait to see that, about that. When is the Kentucky Derby?
That's a good question. I'm not really into the
I don't
Derby,
know.
so I don't know.
I don't follow too much this. It's just like, but I know Kentucky have a Kentucky Derby, where Secretary win the last time she did the 3 times. That was the same year with the Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup, but that's another subject. We can talk a little bit later about that one over there. And directly from Texas, anything is big with a big W last night, 6-2 over the Arizona with Sharakovich. Mr. Joseph LANHAM is in the house.
Hello, Joseph. Welcome.
And we need to get a red carpet. We have to roll in the red carpet because he's back with us with a fantastic 10-4. He is the winner of the prediction last night with Andy Kuivula. I'm talking about Nooner. 10-4 last night.
Way to go, Roger. Good job.
Luciano, Pierre Martin, Yamo, Kelly, Ron with Kings with 9-5. Following by John Grega, Joseph, Danny, King, the Gamer, 8-6. Coach ENORTAP, Steve Grega, 7-7. And finally, we have the people have to go to the jail, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about Andrew Lepage, Joseph Duarte. 6-8 directly from the jail today. Then we have Mr. Ron Kings and Joseph again. have a right score with one. They have Sharakovic for Joseph. Then we have also the fantasy Joseph have also Sharakovic with 4, but it was the right score plus 1. I apologize. The total goal, you have to have the honor, Mr. ENORTAP, with Andy Cuivula with 89. Both of you are nail it. You hammer hit right there on the 89. Congratulations, both of you. That's what's happening about that one. It's directly from Texas, and no, from Ontario, the Brugo Vargas, the Ketville, I don't know. Those players, he's busy with the car. That's what he's doing right now. I don't know, he's working right now maybe to set up his car for the Formula One, which is going to happening in Ontario the next month, maybe, I don't know. But I'm talking about the driver. Maybe he prepared the car for ENORTAP. We know Farah Tap is coming very soon. Start the season car and in September and June, I apologize. He's finding out some sponsorship. So if you want someone to sponsor Farah Tap for June, please contact the Hockey National Show. We're going to put your logo on the car of Farah Tap. And that's what's happening and start in June at Saint Eustache in Montreal. It's a Saturday night, June 14, by the way. So Dixon, Automobile Group is in the house tonight.
Hey, Dixon. What an intro you got, Dixon. What an intro.
You're a busy man with a lot of talent, Mr. ENORTAP. Play God, you just finished your master last week. And you're just now ready for your raising of the summer about that one over there. Wow, Nona really hate the jail so much, no winner anymore. I'm telling you right now, the Nona go from the bottom to the top right now. And 1 week when he start to listening, me, not ENORTAP, now he's getting there. And my problem is I listen too much ENORTAP, but we are okay. We're hanging there. Obviously, we're going to show to a leaderboard in the next couple of minutes. John Gregor is in the house.
Hey, John. How's it going, brother?
You should put a wallpaper with put X where the country you have follower. Yeah, that's a good idea about that one there. And Nona confirm I got 10-4, no jail for me. No, Nona. The advantage of Nona, Mr. ENORTAP, is when you have a lot of upside, like upset score. Nona take advantage of those score, and that's the reason he don't go to the jail. So, miss again, Mr. ENORTAP, the Kentucky Derby. About that, I'm sure Kelly, she's interested about the Derby. I can wait to see. I heard like they have a AM34 is going to be in the race that day. I think that's right now from Vegas sport book is about 34-1 at that moment. But we see interesting how they're going to boost him for the race. May 2nd, we're going to fix this for sure. Luciano GRAZIANO is in the night.
You scared me there, Coach. Hey, Luciano.
Oh, we have a verification. It's a May 1st right now, Mr. ENORTAP.
May 1st. Okay.
So, yeah, Jean Gregor Derby is in May. And then RG back in the house. RG, welcome back, buddy.
RG, welcome. Go,
no, I understood. RG was not with us today, Mr. ENORTAP. He was busy for the last 24 hours. He was at the search about the guy from Frank James in New York. So that's why RG right now for the last 24 hours was really updated about what's going on. And the subway.
He gave the lead.
So RG was very busy right now. He was trying to catch the CNN, the Fox. He was go to the subway, to another subway. And finally, he found it. And he said, location. Was worried until did not know it was Frank James and Mr. ENORTAP. We thought maybe Nona was involved with that, but it was not. Because, last week Nona was at the jail couple of nights. So we see what's happening. But the RG, very busy man the last 24 hours. We welcome back Mr. RG Calabro. Was watching baseball early, heading to work, really looking forward to Avalanche King. Got yet another like. Thank you so much, Terry. T in the house.
Hey, Terry. Welcome.
Terry, which game are you watching baseball, by the way? Kelly, welcome back.
Kelly. Hey, welcome.
And we have Mr. King tonight. Oh, he's going to be interesting to watching the Los Angeles Kings tonight. Ron with Kings 20 is back in the house.
Hey, Ron. How's it going, brother?
Here we go. And then Nunor said, Andre Jose, I got the keys to give you for the jail. Here we go. You know, with this, we set up our staff people, Mr. ENORTAP, right? We have Danny Fundor for the saloon, the holders, everything like that, right? And then now we have Nunor. Now he's in charge about the jail. So he's now the responsible. He's the guy in charge about the jail. So everybody will go to jail. You have to connect with Nunor. He is really the guy about that one over there. So hopefully, you know, we have to figure out. Okay, Alcatraz is a little bit too far. Maybe we have to go to Guatemala, where we keep those people. But glad to see Nunor now in charge about the jail at that moment. And we have, of course, Joseph also in charge. He is about the Hooters restaurant, Joseph, because he's a cook. And he need cook over there. He's in charge about how hire the staff, everything. We can talk a little bit later about that for sure, about that this, for what's going on around. You're welcome, Dixon. And Irene Vaillancourt. Oh, we have both today.
You are awesome.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome.
Hey, we are. And now we know the truth, Mr. ENORTAP. The Irene team claimed Allen out of the waiver, and that's happening right now. We knew at some point Allen was going to make a comeback in the league, and the professional bowler in Kentucky, and that's happening. May 2nd, that's the opening night for the bowling for Allen, the Vaillancourt family, and May 1st is the night for the Kentucky Derby. Something we're going to make some prediction here at the Hockey Nation Live Show. What's up, Coach ENORTAP? Habs fan is in the house, Mr. ENORTAP.
Hey, welcome, Habs fan.
I did not have all of them in Yamo, but I have a pretty good percentage. Where are they? In every state.
All the franchises.
Province. It's pretty good. My phone have a notification. Like if I go to a gym, whatever I walk, I go to the gym, they open up the door for me, my cart. So it's the same thing. When I walk, they tell me, 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile, and then I have to stop. I don't know if something happens sometime. What's your prediction tonight, Abs Gab? Abs will go tell you this about 20 minutes. Stay with us, and that will be good. Done with the baseball. Dodgers destroy the Twins. Mets beat the Phillies. A wrap up 5-2 road trip. Congratulations for the Mets, Mr. Terry T, and the Yankees. I think they lost yesterday. Coach, have 500 followers. Can they win the cup, Yamo? It'll be interesting about that one over there. We have a good number yesterday, Yamo. But we have to continue and see what happening for sure about that. How they go to jail, you have to go on the prison bus. It's not they have to take you in prison. That's how you go to the jail. Here we go. You take the bus. That's the point about that, RG. I know that. Talking about RG, Mr. ENORTAP, we didn't see him for the last couple of days. We was nervous. Maybe he was another suspect. And what happening? Because the scout is back in the house tonight, Mr. Alexis Dubit. He's in the house.
Alex. Welcome, Alex.
We miss him. First of all, we wish he feel better. We know he was sick last week, a couple of days. So hopefully he's fine about that one over there. It's going in our top. Just thinking, is there any way the King can pull off a W tonight? I know exactly why they keep putting Pedersen and tasting the game. Very difficult game for them tonight, to be honest with you. Absven is freezing. Is it freezing? I feel good here.
Oh. Maybe where he's at, it's freezing.
He asked this question. Carey Price is back tonight?
No, not tonight.
Not right now. It's looking like Monday in the night. Confirm Montembeault is in the night tonight. Yamo, bro, leave out of the first round, so they won't be a 500 follower. About that. The Jays lost, by the way, so if you want to see that. Ça fait longtemps que je suis plus... Ouais, c'est ça, là. Qu'est-ce qui se passe, Alexis, là? About that. No, I mean, can take like 50 Yamo is the right, Luciano. I feel better. Glad to hear that, Alexi. We feel better. Yesterday, the Toronto Blue Jays 0 and the New York Yankees 4 for yesterday. Je faisais ma liste de repêchage. C'est pour ça, mon Alexis, tu es occupé. Leave out the first round, add not the first round. Bonsoir, finalement, le retour de la ville de Saint-Michel, Saint-Léonard, je crois. Mr. Bruno Meta Versa, back in the house.
Bruno, welcome.
RG said 14 game yesterday, total .88. I think it was 89, RG. He missed one goal. Maybe you missed the empty net last night. But check about this again, RG. We need, because every morning, RG, I ask Deloitte Smith Verificator company we have for the Hockey Nation show count, give us all the count, exactly what's going on. And we have to be sure all the predictions are right. So we send this to the Deloitte, and they come back with all the results. That's why I will never make a mistake. And that's what Kelly complaining. I said, look, it's not my fault. It's this Deloitte. I cannot do anything about that. Where is Andrew? In the jail.
In the jail? Where else?
He's in the jail, Kelly. He's 6-8. Voyons. J'ai tout complété mes notes. Congratulations. Dallas won a weird result, Yamo 1-0. What do you think about this game yesterday?
Oh, nice game. Just exactly Dallas's style. They kept it very, very close, very quiet, kept their cards close to their vest. I think they were looking to, at the very least, get to overtime. But to their credit, they came on strong towards the end and took over.
Really excited game. I watched the game, and when I could, after I was done, it was so excited. The third period was great, both ways, back and forth, big save. Vasilevsky make a couple of good saves. Wedgwood is a story right now in NHL. And Yamo said the Flyers, OMG, they should go to the jail. Yamo said about the Flyers. I think so too. They missed a lot of players tonight. They don't have no defensemen. They are all out. Like Ellis is out. Ristolainen is out. Cam York is out. It's not good.
That's okay.
Coach, why do you say Coach can make the first round when you said they won't? Coach, why do you say Coach can make the first round? Or they will make the first round. Not sure they will win the first round. For me, Kelly, if is what I said this morning, I don't see they are the. I believe they have at least three set, or I would say three division of who can make the playoff. And for me, they are in the second division of my team right now. I don't think so. They have every asset or all the area cover to make that team to win the Stanley Cup. That's what I said this morning, Kelly, about that one over there. If they play Boston, I believe they win the first round. If they play Tampa Bay, good luck. Ron King said, Ron he's all about Los Angeles. He loved the Los Angeles Ducks, the Los Angeles Angels, whatever they call it now. I call them again still Anaheim. I call them
Angels. The Angels.
The Angel, the California Angel. About that one. Is it Nolan Ryan pitched over there? No.
Nolan Ryan was in Houston.
Yeah.
My favorite pitcher of all time.
Yeah. Congratulations to Grader for the 50 goal, only the Fort Rangers. ENORTAP, Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
Is it Sarah D, the woman she was singing Buenos Aires? Sarah. I don't know.
No, that's a little bit different, Coach.
Yeah, I know. That's another story.
Será.
There you go. See, I know my song about that one over there. Wow, Felix Sandstrom is the confirmed as a Flyer goal today. Wow, I thought it was. Yamo said Atkinson is out. That's what I said. You have a lot. Thompson is out.
Yeah.
Coach, that's right. He is in the jail. Danny he said about this. Georgia versus Rangers tonight. Roger, can you ask a question to Coach? Roger, ask-moi quoi? Toronto ne gagne même pas la première ronde et encore une fois, non-team leadership. Encore, oubliez ça, les amis. Bruno, He's smart. He write in French, so he does not want it in
He
English.
went from English to Italian to
He don't want
French.
people to read it. How about that one? If the league play Tampa, ole, bye-bye, they leave. When are you going to do the pick, Kelly? Before 7, Kelly, for sure. About that.
I think we're boring, Kelly.
Only baseball I've watched is the movie Moneyball.
That's it? Oh, you should watch it. It's a great sport.
Who was running the Moneyball, Mr. ENORTAP?
It was the guy that was married to Jennifer Aniston there. What's his name? Brad
Billy
Pitt.
Bean.
Oh, Billy Bean was the manager.
Yeah. Oh, you talk about the actor?
The actor, yeah. Brad
Okay.
Pitt.
I know. It was me. I just look about Billy Bean. No, ask a question. Coach a question. Danny Green too. Whoa, we have a Danny Green too. Is it the ex football coach? What do you think?
Who is
Danny Green? Welcome aboard.
Danny Green, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Avalanche losing all-star player tonight as the King just played to hurt. Will be interesting. I think coach should have a pick of the nerve behind the bar and the stream next time he goes to the jail. It's coming soon, Luciano. I love that movie, Yamo. Blackhawks fan 97 in the house. Kate, Nick,
Welcome, Blackhawks.
Joshua, and Hopper. And we heard like Nostradamus said the Leaf will never win a playoff round again. That's what he said about this. You watched that brutal Leaf game, Kelly,
Dixon.
last night. And on top, are you going to talk about circuiting?
Only if you spell.
We'll see. No, I have a question. Coach, Kelly asking me to ask you a question. If the Leaf play Tampa is going to be ole, bye-bye, leave. Yes. If it's Tampa, I feel it, they won't get it. And he said, I can speak Italian, Spanish, German. That'd be good. And Yamu said, Brad Pitt, Mr. ENORTAP.
Right.
About that. I don't know Brad Pitt. I only know Jennifer Aniston. We make guys.
By the way,
Kevin Wright,
Coach.
Neil, Dr. Phil Session, Danny, Bruno Hill, RJ, Sucor, adding gem upcoming for the Canadiens, Savard, and Anderson.
Hidden gem homecoming for Canadians, Savard and Anderson. Okay.
Use the Q. Good job, Roger. Carey Price is visit Islanders. Dougie, welcome aboard. And Alex. So the question, Mr. ENORTAP, Friday or Saturday for Carey Price?
Who are they playing Saturday again?
Islanders Friday, Washington Saturday.
Whichever game is on the road, I think.
Both of them are at home.
Oh. Then maybe Saturday, I think.
It was my answer. I would go with Friday, but yeah.
Me too.
I would go Saturday, make more sense. I know it's a back-to-back game, but I think the Sunday night, hockey night in Canada, and everything, I think that would be more Saturday on my point. Dougie, great question, by the way. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be great. About that, no, can train Renault to use a Q. Hi, Mr. Jose Duardo. Duarde.
Renault, use that cue.
Chesterkin play tonight. No, it's George Jeff Kelly. About that one. Mr. ENORTAP. Here we go. New subscriber, Dougie.
Right.
Thank you. New subscriber to the Hockey Nation live show. And we said to him,
Thank you very much. Nice.
thank you so much. I appreciate a lot. Thank you so much. And we appreciate that. We can do this for you. There we go.
No,
Mr. ENORTAP, it's time for your introduction. I'm not going to go nowhere. We talk too much about everything else. So I know you have 14 game. I'll give you a couple more minutes and tell us a little bit what happened last night or what pay you attention the last 24 minutes. You dropped the puck. He's already dropped the puck.
We're going to keep it brief with these because there were a lot of games yesterday. St. Louis defeating Boston 4-2. it started off as a weird game. Both teams scored on the very first shot of the game, and it was very much a wide open game, wide open hockey. It looked like it would be a lot higher scoring than it actually was. Um, but you got to give credit to Husso, who played extremely well for St. Louis. Then when St. Louis built their lead, they were up 3-1. You could tell that they got into a very good defensive mode. The shots on goal there were 41-30 for Boston, but St. Louis held them off. The other game, Buffalo and Toronto, I don't know what it's going to take. Toronto's got to figure out how to beat Buffalo, not for this year anymore. I'm sure they're happy to have him off their slate and that Buffalo's not in the playoffs. But you know what I found out today, Coach? Matthews only has, in 4 games, only has 1 goal against Buffalo. So somehow they found a way to contain him, and you can rest assured that the rest of the NHL coaches are going to be taking these videos and looking at him over and over and over, especially the team that plays them in the first round. So we'll see how that turns out in the end. But good start yesterday for Owen Power. He was, I thought he was very solid in defensively, but also created some plays. So keep your eyes open for this guy. He's going to be definitely a star in the league moving forward. Anaheim and Florida. I mean, what can we say about this game? One word: Gibson. He faced 55 shots. Florida was all over them, especially in the first and third period. Anaheim led twice in this game. I had to go to overtime, and unfortunately, Troy Terry made a very bad mistake, gave up the puck to Huberdeau, and once Huberdeau goes in all alone, 9 out of 10 times he's going to score. So that was fantastic to see, and they keep rolling, Florida. Good for them. I like the fact that they kept the score low yesterday. They didn't have to come back from a huge game. Carolina and the Rangers was pegged as the battle for first. If the Rangers had won that, they would have gotten first place, or at least tied with them. The Rangers got chances in the first, but the score was only made in the second. The Rangers, we saw Kreider score his 50th in this game with about a minute and a half left in the game. It should. I think it should seal the deal for Carolina in terms of getting first, even though they have to play one more time. But they set themselves up nicely. They're 4 points up now, an important game. And we're starting to see Carolina coming into form. Philadelphia and Washington, very simply, Philadelphia is looking horrible. I know they have a lot of injuries, but defensively they're a mess. Up front, they're not too bad up front. Some of their young kids are starting to look decent, especially the ones that they've brought up in the last week and a half. But defensively, what a mess. And then Hart got hurt yesterday as well. So that's going to be, something. The only good thing that could come out of this for Philadelphia is they might drop far down enough that they get an excellent pick. I think right now they're about 5 to 6 points ahead of Montreal. So we'll see. The Islanders in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh keeps falling down. Here it was an exciting, rough game. It looked like Pittsburgh at one point was going to solve them, but the Islanders won that one in a shootout. Minnesota took control of Edmonton 5-1, a game that they needed to win. Edmonton would have been good for them to win. They're the only one of the few teams that didn't keep pace yesterday with all the other teams on the bubble. We'll see where that goes. But many, they keep pace with St. Louis now because they won as well. LA, great game yesterday. They controlled the game from start to end, a 5-2 victory. We talked about Dallas and Tampa already. Nashville, oh my goodness. What a game by Saros. Like some of the saves that he made in that third period and then in overtime. I was telling Coach, there was one play where they were coming in on him. It was a semi breakaway, and he just did the splits and made a fantastic save. I mean, I was hurting from those splits just watching it. So they owe him that victory. And of course, the last game of the night, Vancouver defeating Vegas. You know, they came out slow a little bit, Vegas. They were trailing, 1-0, 4-2 at one point by the end of the second period. You got to give it to them in the third period. Vegas totally controlled the game. They got Vancouver to commit a lot of turnovers. They finally tied the score with, I think it was about 40, 50 seconds left in the game. They secured themselves at least a point. But at this stage, they have to aim for more than just a point. Demko just totally dominated that. If it wasn't for Demko, I think that they would have blown by Vancouver last night. And those are the main ones.
Great recap, Mr. ENORTAP. Great job for the recap. A 14 game was not easy. Honestly, we appreciate that. But we have a few people said, welcome. The Boat Insider, Michael DeVillano and Andrew are in the house tonight. So congratulations about that one to have again. We have a few people in the house also. Blackhawks fan is back with us, but also Harry Canadian, he is back. Welcome back.
Hey, Harry.
And then we have a Real Deal Prim. Welcome back.
Hey, Real Deal.
And if I forget, Michael Rosenblatt, Florida, he said John Gibson was amazing last night. Welcome back, Mr. Rose. We miss you.
Hey, how are you, Mr.
And we have a question about Rodney Redcliffe is in the house.
Rodney, welcome.
Do you believe Chris Letang and Montreal Canadiens?
It's hard to say. I know that Pittsburgh's going to have to somehow shed either Malkin or Rust or Letang. So if they do, I think the only place Letang will go to is Montreal. But I just don't know if they're going to actively seek him. We'll see, but. Yep. I don't know if it is. It's got to be a year or two deal, no more than that.
Of course. Michael talked about different things, but what do you think about, we have a lot of players start yesterday and tonight. You have a lot of rookies coming for the NCAA. We got Bernie yesterday with an assist. Owen Power have an amazing, great game, I believe, against Toronto yesterday. We have... is it Bobby Brinks? Brinks for the Phillies was on the ice yesterday too. Tonight we have Ken Johnson with the Columbus with one blackboard, or is it Blackenberg, something like that. Also, he's going to be on the ice. You have a lot of new players coming in tonight for sure. Again, but I really like the performance of Owen Power yesterday. That was satisfy that defensive, of course, but I still believe we don't give enough credit for Rasmus Dahlin.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this guy is developing nicely. He quietly goes about his business, Dahlin, and these two guys together are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Power and Dahlin for Buffalo, just like Sider and oh my gosh,
Detroit.
Sider,
I think for me, the two players really pay my attention yesterday, not yesterday, during the season, is Dahlin and Jack Hughes. If you have some players step up really high level, super elite players, for me, Dahlin and Jack Hughes are really there. And I forgot to mention a both goal from Zetterlund and Kevin Ball for the New Jersey Devils. Thank you so much, Joseph, to remind us about that one over there. For sure, it was great about that. For sure, also the game tonight, Seattle Kraken and the Winnipeg Jet is postponed. That's another happening, honestly, about
80
that.
centimeters of snow. 80 centimeters.
Unbelievable about that.
Unbelievable.
We see maybe
In the middle of April.
I don't know what happening with Mr. Danny over there for sure. First thing we got, Mr. ENORTAP, we don't go to ask for anybody, but very quick, I'll give you 30 seconds. Who is this player? Oops, I put this there, but we don't see each other because I cover the face, but who is this player?
Looks like the Buffalo Sabres.
Sorry, he disappeared.
And he disappeared.
Yeah. Kelly, Jonathan Drouin. I like the pack with drink. Good name, Michael. Love it. I will give you this. Honestly, during the time you can look in for whatever it is the leaderboard. Kelly said, take Thompson. The leaderboard, guys. John Grega take the lead, guys, at 36W. No, Luciano still in front of everybody with 37, Mr. ENORTAP. John Grega at 36. Giamo at 35 with Pierre Martin. They are both of them at 35, and then the rest following behind them. So congratulations. Yesterday we have a 10-4 for Nooner, and also we have 10-4 for, I didn't put there, I don't know why I put, I don't know why I put Joseph 8-6, but that's happening yesterday. So 10-4 for Nooner. And who was the 10-4 also? Oh, Andy. He's under the he's under the side. So I apologize about that one there. Mr. ENORTAP, do you know who he is?
No, I don't know.
First round pick, Montreal Canadian, 1980.
Wow, 1980. 1980.
Maybe 81. Doug Wickenheiser.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't look like him. That was the beginning of the end.
Number 14.
Wow, didn't look like him. Okay.
Yep. Wickenheiser. So we have 3 games on the program. We're going to follow. Welcome back, Mr. Pierre. Pete Martin is in the house. If you have any question, we're going to hold this to answer you at the end of the show. And thank you, Blackhawks, to pick tonight, and also everybody else. And we have a question earlier about Montreal. I did not remember. And don't forget, guys, click on the like before you get out the door. Thank you so much, everybody. Mr. ENORTAP, you are all set there for the 3 game of the night.
Okay. Well, the Blue Jackets could have 2 new fresh faces in the lineup tonight, as we were just recently talking against the Habs. One is forward Kent Johnson, who was selected 5th overall by Columbus in the 2021 the NHL draft. And, he could make his debut tonight. He's coming from the University of Michigan. And the other guy, I believe, is Nick Blackenberg, which is his Michigan
the defenseman
teammate, right? And he also signed with Columbus as a UFA following 4 seasons in college. So we'll look out for those 2, as Coach mentioned. The Blue Jackets have won 2 of the past 3 games after a 7-game losing streak, and now they're looking for consecutive wins for the first time since a 3-game winning streak, which was back in March. For Montreal, lately it's been a bit of a tough go for them. They just have 3 wins in their past 11 games. Most recently, they lost to Winnipeg 4-2 on Monday, and that was their 3rd loss in the past 4 games, as I mentioned. Unfortunately, we saw Jake Allen go down, and he's been shut down for the rest of the season, as well as Justin Barron with that ankle injury. It's too bad because it was nice seeing both Harris and Barron playing together. But we'll keep our eye open on Harris from here on in. I think this will be a very tight game, but I'm going to take Columbus to win this one, 3-2.
Boomer is out for the Columbus also. Montreal, Pitlick is in with Whiteman, Schoeneman, and Ilonen. Of course, he's back in Laval now, out in the lineup for them. So that's what's happening.
Did they send Primo down?
No, he's still there.
No, he's still there. Okay.
Yeah, I think it will happen tomorrow.
Okay. Next game, we have the Rangers and Flyers. These two teams are miles apart right now in the standings. But, a case can be made for both teams that they have equally powerful motivation heading into tonight's game. I think Philadelphia is trying to sink as low as they can, especially with that wreck of a defense that they have right now. The Rangers, on the other hand, are still entertaining the possibility of catching Carolina for first place. So we'll see where this leads us to. While the Rangers will look to regroup from yesterday's 4-2 home loss to Carolina. The Flyers are going to try to rebound from that humiliating 9-2 loss to Washington yesterday. So both teams are on a back-to-back. This game is in Philadelphia. What was I would say nice yesterday for the Rangers was to see Chris Kreider finally get his 50th. It took a little bit of time there. He's now just, I think, 5 goals away from owning the franchise record for most goals in a season. I think he'll be, right now, he's the 4th Ranger that has 50 goals or more. The Flyers have lost 3 of their past 4 and have just 2 wins in their past 9 games, but a beatdown of Tuesday's magnitude, should really snap to attention for these guys. And if they don't use it as a learning point, I don't know what will. Right now, I look at them and I look at Chicago, and both teams are just spiraling out of control. What makes it worse for Philadelphia, as I mentioned earlier, is the fact that Carter Hart got hurt as well early in the, I think it was midpoint of the first period with a lower body injury. Now, he's slated as day-to-day, but, they might just close it down on him right for the rest of this year. We'll see if that actually happens. Brink looked pretty good in my eyes. He collected an assist on that JVR goal, even though they were blown out 9-2, but he didn't look out of place at all. I think he's a good prospect there. I'm going to take the Rangers to win this 5-1. Okay, and our last game of the night, it's probably the most exciting one, is LA and Colorado. LA is on a back-to-back after a very important win yesterday, just to stay on track with all the other teams that are on the bubble and having to win. Colorado will continue tuning up for the postseason for them as they host LA and Denver. The Avalanche can set a franchise record for wins if they can defeat the Kings for the 3rd time this season. But Colorado still has some more important things on its mind. Namely, they're looking at the return. Hopefully, it might not happen until playoff time, but Gabriel Landeskog, he's a big part of this team going forward and into the playoffs. Nazem Kadri, who's gone for the year, but hopefully will be back for the playoffs, is second on the team right now with 83 points. So that's another guy that they want back. Samuel Girard returned against the Edmonton Oilers on Saturday, and he had missed just over a month with a lower body injury. And his fellow defenseman there, Ryan Murray, he missed his ninth straight game since taking a block shot just off of his arm, I think it was, against Edmonton on March the 21st. So they're just trying to get through these last few games without incurring any more injuries. They want to stay sharp, obviously. We know the situation in Colorado. In my eyes, nothing less than a cup is deemed a successful year for them. The Kings, well, they're in a much different position from the Avalanche. Well, they're missing a whole bunch of players themselves. Some have slowly been coming back, but losing Drew Doughty for the rest of the year to that wrist surgery that he had, that was a huge blow. I mean, this guy was logging a lot of time, and he was involved in the play all the time. He's very much a stud of a defenseman. I mean, he's not in his prime anymore, but he still plays with a whole bunch of heart and really makes the power play a lot more efficient. LA crept within 2 points of the Oilers with that win yesterday against Chicago. Edmonton lost its second straight game, 5-1 to Minnesota. So there's still even aspirations for them to take over second place again, but they're going to have to watch their step, obviously. After tonight against Colorado, their schedule lightens up a bit. They're going to be playing, with the exception of one team, they're all teams under 500. And I think 3 or 4 of them are against bottom dwellers like Seattle and Anaheim. They have, I think they have Chicago as well, if I'm not mistaken. So those are games that obviously they want to just take advantage of and move forward with it. What can we say about the Avalanche? They've won 52 games in 2 other seasons. They did it once in 2000 when they went on to win their second Stanley Cup title, and they did it again in 2013-14, but they were eliminated in the first round of that series. So they're at that stage now. You don't want to repeat. I don't think they want a repeat of that, of the elimination. So I'm going to take Colorado to win this one 5-3, but I think it'll be close.
5-2. I believe you said in our top 19 goal.
19.
Did you select 19 today?
Yes. Total, yeah.
All right. I go with 22.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we have to go back to the fantasy where ENORTAP took 1 point yesterday. But I still lead by 11, I believe. And that's what the first pick of the night is going to be. And it's not going to be good for me, but it's all right.
Okay, I'm going to take Colorado for team and goalie. And then defenseman, I'm going to take Makar and Fox. And my forwards are going to be Panarin, McKinnon, and Rantanen.
Yeah. So I go to another way. I took the Rangers. I took, to try to get Makar, I tried to get Devon Tays. And then I said maybe Columbus beat Montreal, so Werenski is going to have 2 passes. And then I said, okay, if he's going to go, maybe he's Werenski pass the puck to Voracek. Delaney would put the puck behind Montembeault. And then finally he said Panarin. I said, he played on the second line, so I think SCHRADER has been a job playing on the first line. They have a better night compared to what you have happening. So that's what happening, Mr. ENORTAP, tonight for my fantasy. Try to go around around you, see what could happen, honestly.
Sounds great.
By the way, me, you, and Andrew, we all select the Columbus. Everybody laugh at us right now.
That's okay. We're realistic.
We'll see what happening tonight, Mr. ENORTAP. We cut everything right now. We ask you, what are you looking for tonight?
Well, it's for me. It's that Colorado LA game. It's going to be a huge feat for LA to try to win that. It's never easy going into Colorado. The fact that really Colorado has owned them this year doesn't help matters. The fact that they have so many injuries, LA doesn't help. I think a back-to-back affects them more so than if they had obviously a healthier team. The only bright light I see in all of this is Jonathan Quick. I think if he comes up with a dynamic game and he really holds off Colorado, they might have a fighting chance.
He was in the net yesterday, no?
Oh, was he yesterday? Is Peterson today?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think they're going with Peterson tonight, which I thought was kind of odd because I guess they decided let's go with the secure 2 points and then play Peterson in the second game. We'll see. That could backfire on them as well. So we'll see.
Awesome, Mr. ENORTAP. Peterson is not confirmed yet. Payamo just said about that one over there. Great show, everybody. We appreciate all your predictions are all in, all set up, all going to be sent to the Deloitte Smith verificator in the next couple of minutes. We are back at 7:05 for the Montreal Canadiens versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. We'll see how the Montreal is going to rate. Like you said, after that, we're going to follow a little bit more the Kings. Mr. Andrew Lepage is going to join us on intermission and a post-game. You're welcome to join us, Mr. ENORTAP, after the post-game, or Michael DeVillano. Who knows? Until then, my friend, we want to wish everybody,
you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much. We welcome Mr. Adam Berger, by the way, for the Vegas. The Vegas have only 1 point. I think he need those 2 points yesterday, but would be interesting what's going to happen against them until the next game. Calgary, I believe, is the next game. Until then, Mr. ENORTAP, we want to remind everybody, of course, be well, be healthy, find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate one, Mr. ENORTAP.
You're 2022.
Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Thank you.